Am I my dog's favorite person? As a pet parent, you're probably wondering, because who wouldn't want to be the first in a dog's eyes? In short, it's all about socialization, attention, positive relationships, and personality. But learn how dogs choose who they like. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty details. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Dog Nation, where we enrich you with all the knowledge you should have if you're a by-heart dog lover. We hope we'll be able to answer all your questions in our videos and would love to learn from you guys also. So, please share your thoughts and queries with us in the comment section below and do subscribe the channel and like the video. Also, you can send pictures of your furry friends on the email listed in the description to get them featured on our channel. So without any wait, let's start with the video. So, a dog's favorite person may not always be the primary caregiver, but may also be the dog's favorite sitter. So how do dogs choose their favorite humans? Who licks the most? Who delivers the most goods? Or is it something else? And is it possible to change their minds? Of course, every dog is different, but some generalizations apply. Learn all about how dogs choose humans to like. People who love dogs are the ones who give them the most food and attention, right? This is often the case, but it's not always that simple. Chances are you have a friend or family member that your dog loves so much that it throws you off to get to them. Why is that? It turns out there are several factors that influence who decides who likes dogs. Am I my dog's favorite person? Many dogs bond most strongly with their caregivers during the critical socialization period, the first 6 months of life. A puppy's brain at this stage is incredibly receptive, with early social experiences impacting them for the rest of their lives. That's why it's so important to allow your puppy to actively interact with different people, places, and things. For example, dogs that have not been exposed to people wearing hats may develop a fear of hats later in life. Attention and affection increases the bond. Most dogs tend to get attached to the person who gives them the most attention. For example, in a household with 2 parents and 2 children, the dog may prefer a parent who fills her bowl with water every morning and takes her for a walk every evening. Physical affection also strengthens the dog-human bond. When a person leaves a dog, the dog leaves too. But if you give your dog lots of pets, grooming sessions, massages, and affection, he'll want more. For some dogs, it's not just the amount of attention and affection that matters, but the quality. You may be walking and feeding the dog, but if your partner gives the dog more time, attention, and affection than you do, they might like that person. The amount of attention and affection you give your dog can make a difference, but the quality of attention can be the deciding factor. Beyond the attention of their favorites, dogs play their favorites according to their association. In other words, dogs form bonds when people are the source of good things. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Of course, dogs love someone who is always playing tug-of-war or giving them lots of their favorite stinky beef liver treats. On the flip side, dogs often react poorly to people with whom they have had bad associations. Positive relationships lead to positive dog-human relationships. You can use positive associations to train and socialize your dog. Is your dog your shadow? Do you have to have a tracker follow you directly from point A to point B in your home? Just as positive attention and interaction strengthens the bond between dogs and pet parents, the following can reflect similar feelings. Early attachment. What puppies go through in the first few months of life, the so-called socialization period, has a disproportionate impact on their development. As a result, during this critical time, dogs typically form strong, lifelong bonds with those who feed, play with, and generally care for them the most. Even if the person you bonded with is no longer with you, your dog may still prefer someone who looks like him. For example, if a puppy had a male primary caretaker, the male seems to prefer the new human parent to the female. However, it's important to remember that being a Velcro dog that enjoys your company is different from a dog with separation anxiety. However, separation anxiety is not a sign of favoritism, and there are negative traits such as toilet accidents and depression. You may have heard the saying, "What is rewarded is repeated," and this applies to both building a relationship with your dog and teaching your dog new tricks. There's a reason vets hand out dog biscuits so quickly. Having treats on hand whenever you greet your dog makes it much easier to get him to associate good things with you. You should also limit negative interactions such as harsh discipline and reprimands. If you don't think you're your dog's favorite person but want to be, there are a few things you can do to help bond with him. One-on-one focused time with your dog. This time should be spent doing something active. For example, fetch and tow, do training sessions, or try new sports like agility or flyball so you and your dog can work together as a team. You may have a dog that can't help but get a tongue bath on your hands and face. Kissing people is usually a sign of affection, but you may have wondered if your dog licking you should convey the same message. Our hands and faces produce a salty sweat that dogs love. These are the parts of the body that are exposed to the air and touched from the various places we go throughout the day. A buffet of tastes and smells for your dog. Dog licking can also be a sign of submission or an act of communication, and can also be due to foraging behavior between mother and puppies. But yes, it's true, dog licking is sometimes a sign of greeting and affection. So I can't say you're my absolute favorite, but if your dog licks you a lot, it doesn't mean you're my favorite. Human personality and breed play a role. Have you ever met a dog that looks and acts just like you? Dogs often choose a favorite human that matches their energy level and personality. We have indeed found that the more reserved and cautious dogs bond, while the more outgoing and boisterous dogs are very attached to their more active siblings. Additionally, some breeds tend to bond more with one person, making the person they like more likely to be the only one. Breeds that tend to bond strongly with one person include Bessenchi, Greyhound, Shiba Inu, and Cairn Terrier. Here's how to become your dog's favorite. If you don't feel like you are your dog's favorite human, don't despair. They can improve and enhance the bond between you. It is about spending 30 minutes or more focused time together. This does not include walks, time in the garden, or watching TV together.